We're industry changing, and I think people would recognize that. We've brought some of the brightest minds and the nicest people who practice law together. We have offices in Los Angeles, Woodland Hills, Midtown Manhattan, and Washington, D.C. My heart has always been with my musical clients. Tonight, we are graced with the presence and forward thinking of Gigi L. Johnson, who's the...
We're now at 81% by ComScore's notes. If you're taking a look at 21-year-olds, I think you're at 97% have smartphones, not just, again, feature phones. And we're really coming to a point of kind of saturation. It's an age breakout, and it's interestingly not race or socioeconomic in a lot of cases for what really comes out by using smartphones. What's happened, though, and this is Nielsen numbers that were delivered in January, is that even in the past 2 years, this is time spent with all media, that we've gone up from 2004 to 2016 an entire hour of media consumption. And it's all on app web on a smartphone. Time spent listening. Streaming music services for the time we're listening to music is now 28%. AM/FM radio still there at 24%. Your digital downloads are only at 14% of the time you're listening to music. CDs, 8%. Yes, Sirius XM, my friend in the car, 6%. So in terms of our headspace, what we're doing, that 28% of our music enjoyment and listening is coming also from the streaming music. How are we figuring out what to listen? Experience is a big part of how we make money with music, how we enjoy music, how we celebrate music. How do we change and improve the live experience so that we are getting people to put their phones down? Is that the goal? What is the economics of it? What will the next stage be? Will we end up like Sweden, where Spotify is something like 90% of their music market? We're also having location-based VR. So you're thinking, well, that stuff's expensive. To have an HTC Vive set is, without the computer, $799. Well, there's now clubs that are starting in various parts where I can actually be immersed in virtual reality by going to clubs. Are we digital fish? Are we waiting to be on the hook as consumers and as musicians and as everybody in the system that are swimming in digital water and can't see where we're going? How do we see better, and how do we deal with community and engagement in an overly monitored world?